SC commutes death sentence to life without remission for man who killed 5 family members. The Supreme Court on Wednesday commuted the death penalty awarded to a man convicted of killing his wife, sister-in-law, and 3 children in Karnataka, sentencing him instead to life imprisonment without the possibility of remission. The top court held that while the crime was of a deeply disturbing nature, the convict's background, mental health, and potential for reformation warranted a shift in punishment from capital penalty to incarceration until his natural death. A 3-judge bench of Justices Vikram Nath, Sanjay Karol and Sandeep Mehta upheld the conviction of Biluru Thippa, also known as Biluru Thippa and Nayakara Thippa, for the multiple murders committed in 2017. However, it found that the Karnataka High Court had not sufficiently considered mitigating factors while confirming the death sentence in 2023. The Apex Court emphasized that sentencing in capital cases must adhere to the evolving standards of judicial review laid down in recent jurisprudence, including the 2023 judgment in Manoj v. State of Madhya Pradesh, which mandates an in-depth consideration of an accused person's socio-psychological background before the imposition of the death penalty. Considering the sum total of circumstances that drove the appellant convict to this point of committing this crime of a most reprehensible nature, the death penalty may not be appropriate, the court observed. We are of the view that he should spend his days in jail attempting to repent for the crimes committed by him. According to the prosecution, the crime occurred on February 25, 2017, when Thippa, suspecting his wife of infidelity, attacked and killed his wife Pakirama, her sister Gangama, and 3 children. 4 of the victims died on the spot, and 1 succumbed to injuries while being taken to the hospital. Witnesses stated that after the killings, Thippa stepped outside his home and confessed publicly to having murdered his family members, alleging that the children were not biologically his. The court noted that several eyewitnesses had testified about the accused's violent nature, frequent fights with his wife, and the fact that he was seen with the murder weapon, covered in blood. Other witnesses confirmed that he declared the murders in front of onlookers, citing the alleged immoral behavior of his wife and sister-in-law as the reason. The bench rejected any theory of sudden provocation, observing that the act was premeditated. His planning and forethought is sufficiently exhibited by the fact that he sent away the only child he considered to be his own, Rajeshwari, the court stated. It further remarked that the decision to kill 3 young children, based only on suspicion and belief, highlighted a deeply distorted mindset but did not erase the possibility of reformation. The court also ruled out any reasonable doubt regarding Thippa's guilt. Not a shred of evidence, either oral or documentary, has been produced to posit the appellant convict's innocence or suggest the involvement of a third party, the bench said. Turning to the question of sentence, the judges underlined that the doctrine of rarest of rare must be interpreted in line with the current constitutional ethos. Referring to the Manoj judgment, the court reiterated that sentencing must follow a full analysis of reports concerning the convict's mental health, social history, conduct in custody, and potential for reform. Though the High Court had called for probation, behavioral, and mitigation reports, the Supreme Court found that these had not been sufficiently factored into the sentencing decision. According to the mitigation report, Thippa grew up without parental affection, dropped out of school due to learning difficulties, and struggled with impulse control. He had faced repeated failures in business, a breakdown of his first marriage due to substance abuse, and suicidal tendencies while in custody. The bench cited the precedent set in Remission v. Registrar General 2025, which laid down guiding factors for commuting the death penalty, including absence of criminal history, good behavior in prison, and possibility of rehabilitation. Swipe left for next video. Given that there is mixed opinion on whether he shall or shall not be able to reform his way, the court will err on the side of caution, the bench concluded, saying just as when there are 2 possible interpretations of a given set of facts or circumstances, the one that favors the accused is to be adopted. The court commuted the sentence to life imprisonment without the possibility of remission, directing that the convict remain in prison for the rest of his natural life. Latest blogs.